All right, welcome to my favorite video of the week. This is the Friday Walk and Talk, where we get to talk about all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now. Today, I am on a nature reserve and it is stunning. Look at this. It's so quiet here as well. It's so peaceful. So yeah, this video of Biden just came out saying,
with regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real.
The sanctions against Russia are working, but Americans and Europeans should expect food shortages as a result.
The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia, it's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well.
But it's a small price to pay to do the right thing. And the people are all doing this together. We're all in it together. I love this, how they keep saying, we're all in it together. Not really. No, the rich aren't really affected by any of this, and the poor are really, really suffering.
And so we are in the process of working out with our European friends what it would take to help alleviate the concerns relative to food shortages.
And it's also funny the way these politicians always say, people are willing to suffer in order to do the right thing. Who are these people that have put their hand up and said, yeah, I'll just go without food. You can put my food prices up 100% and my gas prices up 100% in order to punish the Russian civilians. These terrible, evil Russian people, civilians that have absolutely nothing to do with their leaders. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And another thing that makes perfect sense is Biden attacking President Xi at the moment and saying he needs to sanctions and he needs to take a side and stand against Russia. Oh, yeah. Great idea to go after another military superpower and start trying to, threaten them. I mean, it's not as if they hold huge amounts of US Treasury bonds or anything like that and could weaponize their own economy against the US or weaponize their military. No, good idea. Let's just keep doing that, shall we? Let's just keep going after all the superpowers, because that's great. Okay, and a quick warning today is around these food shortages. I think they're actually going to compound. You're going to have two issues around these food shortages, not just from everything happening with Ukraine, but also because of diesel fuel. Now, always makes me laugh when people say, why is diesel so important to the food industry? You're connecting things that don't connect. No, let's just think about that. These big combine harvesters and all the tractors and all this heavy plant machinery on farms, do they use solar panels? Do they have a little windmill on top of their harvester there, generating all this electricity? No, they don't. They are using diesel. Yes, that fossil fuel that we don't want. We want to get rid of diesel and any sort of fossil fuels. Yes, that's what powers the machinery that gives you food. It just makes me laugh, a lot of this stuff. People don't realize that food, the reason we have so much food production is as a result of fossil fuels. So it's just economies of scale. So when you get rid of fossil fuels and diesel and all these other things, it means that you're not reliant on oil and the like. I think someone once told me that there's 10,000 man-hours of labor in a single barrel of oil. So you just think about that and you compare it to, using a solar panel on a combine harvester or something like that. It just doesn't compute. And now compounded even more, China's just announced difficulties with their crop this year. So they're talking about some serious issues with their crop for the next year. They think it could be cut by as much as 60%. Now you think about Ukraine, the breadbasket and all the wheat, and that being cut down by double digits as well, big numbers they're talking about. And you're going to see a little bit of a food crisis coming up. I know it's not popular opinion, people don't like me to say this, but you are going to see some sort of food issues coming up. And countries like Egypt and Turkey, Bangladesh, Iran, a lot of African nations as well, they get more than 50%, some of them more than 60% of their wheat, their staple foods, from the Ukraine region. What do you think is going to happen to these countries? You know, it's interesting. I always read all the different news outlets, see what they're talking about. And I thought, wow, this is bad. They must be, you know, talking about what's going to happen to these countries. There's going to be mass starvation on top of the starvation that they already have. Nope, not even a mention of it. In fact, one of the big stories this week in BBC News was Goldman Sachs boss David Solomon is going to DJ a music festival. Whoa, wow, everybody, let's get out the party poppers here. This is big news. This is, get everybody on this, get the cameras rolling, get the news trucks out, pull out all the stops. Yeah, the CEO of a massive hedge fund, massive bank is going to DJ a music festival. Who cares? This isn't even news. I mean, it's as if they're laughing at us now. Wow, anyway, look at this. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. I told you no one walks any of these paths. There was not a single car in the car park at the top. Back to Russia then, they've just announced they're going to start accepting cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin more specifically, for energy. So countries can start buying energy now in cryptocurrency, or what did they call them? I think it was unfriendly countries. So they're saying that unfriendly countries can buy energy with rubles. So you know who that means. And now you know why I said the Russian sanctions were a big mistake. I took ridiculous level of criticism and heat on that, but I was right. And that's why I'm doubling down on it now. The Russian sanctions were a big mistake. Now what you've done is you've weakened the Western position. Oh, I'm all wrapped up in something here. You've weakened the Western positions. Now all these other nations that don't want to get involved in this conflict going on, they're just dealing directly with Russia. They're bypassing the dollar, and they're going to strengthen the ruble and the yuan, or whatever digital currencies they move towards. So this has just backfired. Huge mistake, hasn't worked well at all. I mean, think about it like this. You've got a strategic master in Putin versus President Joe Biden, who you know, sometimes can't even string a sentence together. Sorry, I don't mean any disrespect to those of you who love Joe Biden, but you know, when you compare these two leaders together, it's not much of a competition. And no, I'm not a Putin lover. Oh, Neil's a Putin lover. He keeps saying things that are positive about Russia. No, I'm not saying anything positive about Russia or Putin. I'm basically outlining facts, or as people say now, true or there's false facts, true facts or false facts. No, there's no such thing. It's just facts. Talking of facts, by the way, Rishi Sunak, the man in charge, the Chancellor of the UK, in charge of all the finances of the UK government, he's in a bit of hot water at the moment, isn't he? It's just been revealed. This was the irony of it. So funny to listen to this guy. Absolutely, oh, we're with you. You know, he spends half his speech talking about Russia and Ukraine, and, you know, we're with you. The British people are with you. If we have to suffer, you know, we all suffer together. No, mate, you're not suffering at all. You're almost a billionaire. This guy is talking about suffering. Isn't his family billionaires? You're not suffering. He did this ridiculous photo shoot, actually. Okay, let's go this way. He did this ridiculous photo shoot where he borrowed a car from a Sainsbury's worker, went to the filling station, started filling up his car, smiling, big photo shoot, and he's getting absolutely trolled for it on social media now. People are just absolutely destroying him. So yeah, this guy who, him and his wife and the family, richer than the Queen of England, but we're all in it together. Yeah, it's really important. We're all suffering together. Yeah, of course you are, Rishi. Of course you are, my friend. You could see he was uncomfortable when he got absolutely destroyed this week by Sky News, where she said to him, she started questioning him on, hey, hold on.
That you've got family links to Russia, that your wife apparently has a stake in the Indian IT consultancy firm Infosys. They operate in Moscow.
You were saying that all these companies need to pull out of Russia. You were putting pressure on them to pull out of Russia. Shareholders lost a lot of money because they pulled out because it's the right thing. I'm not sure if this is true, Mr. Mr. Rishi, but hasn't your wife got a huge share in a company that is in Russia? Oh, well, that's, that's nothing to do with me. That's my wife.
It's not. I'm an elected politician and I'm here to talk to you about what I'm responsible for. My wife is not.
I mean, we hardly even know each other. I mean, we're just married, we sleep together every night, we live together in the same house, but, our finances are joint. But what she does with her money has no reflection on me. No, nothing to do with me at all. In fact, just to even reinforce that, what I've done is I've built a blind trust. So I don't even know what assets are in there. I'm blind to the assets in there. I have no control over them whatsoever.
Whereas it appears your family potentially could be benefiting from Putin's regime.
I mean, you would have thought if you were someone of that significance politically, you would know what you were invested into. Russian companies, he may or may not, that's the way you get around the algorithm, he may or may not be invested in pharmaceutical companies that may or may not be in Ukraine and Russia, which have had no pressure on them to pull out. But he doubled down to make it even worse. So asked if he will put pressure, if he would like to say that that company should pull out of Russia that his wife's invested in. He said it's not appropriate for him to discuss that. Oh, yeah. So he can, it's appropriate for him to talk about all these other companies, none that are pharmaceutical companies, but yet he can't talk about this one company that he may or may not have hundreds, 500 million pounds invested into. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, look how steep this incline is. Whew, I'm out of breath. And one other thing I want to just add on that, it's a little bit questionable, his structure. Oh, spikes. The structure of the investments, how they're invested, are a little bit questionable. With me knowing a little bit about trusts and offshoring, etc., you may just want to look into that. I don't want to get myself in a lot of trouble, but have a look into it. Get out of Russia, you scoundrels, you profit gouging companies. Oh, what about your company, Mr. Sunak? Oh, no, not that wasn't aimed at my companies. No, you stay. I've got a lot of money invested there. I do not want to see my assets go down, thank you very much. But besides, the most important thing right now is easing the burden on families and households with this ongoing cost of living crisis. So I'm announcing right now, even though the government's making huge amounts of extra money on the taxes, I'm announcing a 5p per litre reduction on your fuel costs.
We're cutting fuel duty by 5 pence per litre, coming in tonight and saving a typical motorist £100 over the next year. We are on people's side through this difficult time.
Hold on, but isn't the government making about 50p, 60p minimum extra on these fuel costs? So you're giving 10% back? Wow, that's so generous of you, Mr. Sunak, thank you. Wow, we should raise a statue in your honour.
But where we can make a difference, of course we will.
Hey, what about the banks this week then? Lloyds announced another 60 branch closures. Yep, you know why. No one wants to use them, apparently. No one in there. Just some days, only a couple of people will come in to a branch. Yeah, of course, if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Yeah, no one wants to use branches anymore. Everyone wants to be online, doing it all digitally. That's it. So we need to close these branches. The other weird thing, they're closing 60 branches, but I think there's only 120 members of staff that are going to lose their jobs. Now that's weird. Why would there be, that's 2 people per branch. That doesn't make sense. When I saw that, I was thinking, how is there only 2 people per branch? Even some of these rural branches, I've still seen 3 or 4 staff members in there. So I don't know because, and you might think, oh no, the others will be moved on. No, they already said they're going to try and move these 120 people into another branch. So that's a little bit strange. Another strange one, really strange, doing the rounds this week on social media then, is HSBC campaign. We talked about them not long ago. Your DNA will be your data. Huh? What do you mean by that then? What does that mean? Oh, it means, you know, we're going to put probably chips in you. Yeah, you want to put a chip in your hand? Yeah, let's get a chip right here in your hand. Let's get some sort of a chip in your head maybe. Elon's already, you know, working on all this. He's doing a great job, Elon Musk, getting all these chips, getting ready. Yeah, that's where your data's going to be. You're not going to need cards. You're not going to need your phones or anything like that. No. It's all going to be in your implanted in your hand. Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I believe that. Oh yeah. It's all going to be in your hand. Just look at all these people in Sweden. They're rushing out to get them. They can't get enough of these things in Sweden.
I actually feel in a way that it's even more controlled on my end, having it in my own hand.
Programmed the chip so that I have my COVID passport and on the chip.
He doesn't need ID, and he doesn't need money. Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet, which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden. No cash.
And people say, hold on, I'm sure I've heard that before somewhere. Yeah, it was a little book called Revelations where they talked about these things. Nothing major. What about the beast, the lion with the eagle wings that just happened to get put up outside the United Nations building? Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? No, it was just an art installation. Yeah, just an art installation that then got taken down very, very quickly because people were so upset. They received, you know, all these complaints. Yeah, when the lion with the eagle wings arrives at the same time as the chips in the hand and the chips in the head, the Great Reset, oh, it's all nonsense. Yeah, none of that's going to happen, Neil. Oh, hold on. All of it's happened now. What's the last thing on that list for the Great Reset? Oh, it's the central bank digital currency and the carbon stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're never going to get to, you know, carbon lockdowns or what else was there around the carbon? Oh yeah, investments being based off of carbon, ESG. No. We're never going to get to those levels. No. And you know, just one other thing. Guys, you're never going to agree with everything I say, by the way. Some of the stuff I say is pretty out there, as you know. But you're never going to agree with everything. I just want to make that clear. Some people get really angry and upset and they want to, you know, send me all these messages or emails or whatever. Look, don't waste your time with any of that. It's not going to change me. It's not going to change you. It's, you know, it's just wasted energy, really. You know, sometimes we just won't agree on things, and that's fine. We're all individuals. Doesn't mean you have to unsubscribe and blast me and whatever. Just, you know, just do what's good for you. Take what you like from what I say. Dump what you don't like. If you think some of it's just absolute nonsense, yeah, well, just, that's it. You think it's nonsense. That's all there is to it, really. I actually said to my wife last week, which was really funny, I said, right, on this Friday's video, so obviously last Friday, I'm just going to talk about every controversial thing possible. I'm just going to blast it, and hopefully I'll get rid of a lot of these woke people on the channel who just give me hassle non-stop about all the most crazy things you can ever imagine. And she said, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Guess what happened? My subscriber count went up from that video. How is that possible? I just do not understand. I was hoping I would lose at least maybe 1,000 of the 304,000 subscribers. No, it went up another 500. Jeez, I just can't seem to win. Hopefully it was just a case of, yeah, a lot did unsubscribe, but then I gained more from, you know, people who agreed with what I said. I'm just going to go along with that. Another thing which I didn't think was controversial, but I guess it kind of was about talking about nuclear. People, oh, no, we don't want nuclear, it's too dangerous. I mean, you know, all these plants that blew up in Chernobyl, whatever. Guys, honestly, I think some people's information is about 20 years behind. Nuclear, I actually attended a conference not long ago. Nuclear is a lot safer now than it was, you know, many years ago. They're building these plants. There's a South Korean company throwing these plants up really, really fast, and they're very, very safe. If you look at the safety statistics, some of these nuclear plants are actually safer than a lot of, you know, what you would say is fossil fuel plants. But look, to be honest with you all, it doesn't affect me in any way anyway. In the future, when I get my off-grid, I'll have solar, I'll have a windmill, I'll have completely renewable energy, all self-sufficient. I'll be completely off-grid. So whether you guys use nuclear, or you like coal, or you like natural gas, or whatever you want to use, it's not going to affect me. I'm just trying to share with you what I think is the best approach in order to meet the energy demands, which are growing, you know, non-stop. And this whole carbon net zero, which has been hijacked, everyone who's behind it, oh yeah, this is great, carbon net zero. No, it's been hijacked by all these finance companies. They're no way going to hit these carbon net zero targets, sorry to tell you. Oh, before I forget, one other thing, really, this one's a funny one. So you remember on my monthly stream, just 3 weeks ago now, I told that story about being in the canoe with all my gold and hitting the whale, and you know, all my gold sank to the bottom of the ocean, all that. Guys, just to let you know, sorry if that didn't come across, that was British humor. So obviously I was joking there. I thought I'd mention it because so many people were concerned and messaging me, and honestly I really appreciate it for all of you who are so kind to message me and email me, and you know, someone even sorry I've got to tell you this one, someone even offered to lend their boat, and he's got all this equipment, he can help me find my gold. So I'm really sorry, my eyes are almost watering at trying not to laugh at that. But I honestly really do appreciate that, but it was a joke. So basically, if you're not familiar with this, you know, this ongoing joke, people are saying that they lost their gold in the ocean or some sort of a boating accident, because that way, if the government ever does a confiscation, then we say, oh, you know, look, I lost all my gold in a boating accident. So that's basically why people do it, and they put it on social media, or why I did it, because it's just a running joke. But anyway, I thought it was quite funny. But just to clear that up, yes, it was a joke. All right, well, I think we've probably covered more than enough for today. I'm going to go for a walk now and just look at this beautiful scenery. Hold on, let's turn around. Look at this. I'm going to go for a walk now and just to really enjoy this. I can't believe, well, I've been walking around for an hour now. I haven't seen a single person, not one single person. Incredible. All right, well, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you as a subscriber. Make sure you subscribe, for clicking the like button, and you know, all the usual sort of stuff. Share the video with your friends, family, and apart from that, I will see you next time. Take care. God bless you and your family. I hope you're all well and healthy, and see you soon. Wow, this is stunning. That is the sea. You can't actually see where the sky and the sea meet together. I actually feel like this isn't real. Do you know what I mean? It feels like a dream. Look at the water and the sea here.